here. Hey, welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in and you like the videos, give me that thumbs up and subscribe and tag along on my next adventures. I'm Erica and I'm coming to you from Crushed. So I am just finishing up my cruise on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, and this is the last night. I just finished up dinner down in the main dining. I would like to share with you a few things that I learned, and hopefully I have learned my lessons and I can apply this to my next cruise or the next vacation that I'm going to plan. First thing I learned, make sure that you are looking at not only at the CDC site, but also looking at Royal Caribbean's Health and Sail Center or Sail and Health Center. Check that out constantly. Yes, Royal Caribbean does a great job of sending out notification emails, and then also a couple of the emails that I got from Royal Caribbean, are you willing to prove that you've been vaccinated before you get on the cruise? But here's the thing, within the last week the requirements changed and I had to have a negative COVID test. As you saw in my previous videos, I scheduled everything through CVS. I went through their drive-through. That was entertaining. I'd never had a COVID test before, so that was a first for me. Even though you're fully vaccinated, you still have to have either PCR or antigen rapid test before sailing, and there are so many things surrounding that requirement, and of course it can change again in the next couple days. You never know. And I was 48 hours from getting on my flight to go to Miami, but I still hadn't had my results, so I went to Walgreens and I purchased a home test, and I recorded myself doing a home test, and then for some reason it just didn't set well with me, even though it came back negative. I called Royal. This is the situation I'm in, and they were like, the only way we will accept a home test is if it's supervised by a healthcare professional, which is totally fine. I completely understand that. And I ended up finding a place that did COVID tests. It was called MedExpress, and they said that I would have the results within like 30 minutes. So I pushed my flight 24 hours to the day of embarkation, and I'm telling you, this was wild. So wild. I cannot make this up. But I went to MedExpress. They were all super sweet, and I had my test results within 30 minutes. They printed off the results for me. This was all happening like Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday everything was smooth. No big deal. I got to the airport on time. I had got through security easily. Nothing was delayed. I got straight out to ground transportation. I ended up showing up at like 1:40. Went through all of my checkpoints pretty easily, getting on the ship, no problems. Huge tip, make sure that you have your vaccine card, your negative test paperwork, and passport all ready. Oh, and your set sail pass, that you have to have all of that ready, and then you'll get through the lines pretty quick. Too easy. The second thing I learned was, before you get on the ship, look at all of the menus. It is difficult to navigate if you don't do your research beforehand. So I did my research beforehand. I knew what items were going to be on the menu. The main dining was the best option for me with my lifestyle, so I was able to have a good conversation with my waiters and waitresses. The chefs did an amazing job. My waitress Isla was awesome. I guess they'd only started doing a vegan menu about 2 years ago, so there's definitely always room for improvement, but I think that they did their best. And the third thing I learned, pay attention to that account every day and make sure that you are calling guest services if you have any questions. There were 4 charges for gratuities, and because I saw 2 on the same day, I thought I was being charged for 2 people, but that was not the case. I was in the wrong. And then also, whenever you're purchasing any kind of adult beverage, whenever you're in port, you are going to pay taxes wherever your port is at. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Overall, I was uncomfortable a little bit, but I think it was uncomfortable like in the main dining when I'm sitting by myself eating and people are kind of looking at me like, why is she alone? But I'm telling you, cruising solo is not bad at all. You have all 4 pillows that go on the bed to yourself. Good morning. I definitely slept like a princess last night. Sailing solo has its advantages. I get all the pillows to myself, so I created a little pillow fort. I think that trip to Dallas really helped set me up for success for this. You know, I got pretty far past my comfort zone on that trip, and I'm pretty at the edge of my comfort zone being here solo. I would have loved to share this experience and this cruise with Adam, but cruising solo wasn't bad at all. And if you ever get the opportunity to do a short cruise, make sure that you do your research. The research is really going to help you out and make you a little bit familiar with the information, so you're not uncomfortable and you're able to get to the edge of your comfort zone while living that mantra of loving the life that you're in. You're just really taking advantage of the time that you have to spend with yourself, recenter, recharge. Don't forget, in everything you do, get out there and just crush it.